Molweni bafundi. In our previous lesson we read about how Ndopo and friends came home and that the welcoming party was arranged for them, and a mock stick fight ensued, and in the process one of the young fellows got killed. The boys were all then put into jail and were soon bailed out by their parents. Right, so we now return to Ndimeni, whom you will remember left home and went to work in East London. We take up the story there. Ndimeni wasebenza apho eMonti. Ndimeni worked there in East London. Ngelishwa, unfortunately, zange avane nomlungu. He never saw eye to eye. He never got on with umlungu, literally the white man, his employer, ngenxa yokuba, because Ndimeni waye soloko, he was always complaining, ekhalazela umvuzo ophansi, umvuzo, the wage, ophansi, that was low. And so Ngwenya imini, one day, wagxothwa, he was fired by the umlungu, by the white man, the employer, saying, Hamba, go, undidinile, you have made me sick and tired, ngoku soloko, with your continuous ukuthetha, speaking, talking about mali, ngemali. Kodwa, but ngethamsanqa, but fortunately, so take note of ngelishwa, unfortunately, and now ngethamsanqa, fortunately, wagxothwa, he was fired. And of course you must always take note of the wa used for the remote past, the narrative mood for he or she. This is what he or she did. Wagxothwa, he was fired. Selene malana, with already a little bit of money. Imali, money, malana, a little bit of money. Ngoko, and so, or therefore, wazithengela, he bought for himself ingwelana, a small cart, ne donkey, and a donkey, wahamba, and he went about, ethenga, buying, ibhotile, bottles, lokishini, in the township. Ezibhotile, these bottles, wayezithenga, he used to buy, nge 50 cents, for 50 cents, wazithengisa, and he sold them. This is now and in the past tense, wazithengisa ngeranti, for a rand. Lento, and this, menzela, literally made for him, ingenelo enkulu, a substantial profit or income. Kunene, indeed. Ndimeni waqonda, Ndimeni realized ngoko then that ukuba ukuzisebenzela, to work for himself, to be self-employed, akufani nokuqeshwa, was not the same as being employed. Kodwa, but wayehlekwa, he used to be laughed at, ngabantu, by the people, ngalento ayenzayo, because of this that he was doing, or that he did. Especially ngakumbi when khwaza, he called out, saying, esithi, botile, botile, botile. Right. And now, or shortly thereafter, waye tengisa namatambo, he expanded his business, and waye tengisa he went on to sell amatambo bones. And then wayedla ngokukhwaza, and then he used to call out, matambo, bones, bottles en bene. Injalo ke impumelelo. So that is how success is achieved. Kodwa, but impumelelo, success, also can bring ilishwa, misfortune. Wati, now this wati has nothing to do, as I've said before, with saying anything. It refers to something which then happened. It then happened, esa kuba, as he was kuba proceeding or continuing njalo in that manner. This is now, of course, in Ndimeni. Bafika abasemthethweni, those from the authorities arrived. Umthetho emthethweni. Umthetho is the law. Waxelelwa, he was told, he was informed, ukuba, that uqhuba ishishini, he was running a business, ngaphandle kwemvume, without permission or without a license, or an illegal business. Zaqhekezwa zonke iibhotile zakhe. All his bottles were qhekeza, were broken, were shattered, and amatambo, the bones, athathwa, they were taken, alahlwa, and thrown away, enkunkumeni, on the rubbish dump or tip. Ngenxa yoko, because of that, uNdimeni wagqiba, he decided, ukuba aye eBhayi, that he would go to Port Elizabeth. Ngoku wayesele namakhulu amabini erandi. He now had how much money? Amakhulu amabini erandi, 200 rand. Wakhwela, he literally, it means he got on, that is to the train. Within a few days, kwangezo ntsuku, waya eBhayi. So let's put the train in here. Wakhwela kuloliwe. He got onto the train within a few days and went to East London and ended up kwilokishi yase New Brighton, and ended up in the township of New Brighton. Apho, and there, wayengazi mntu, he knew no one. Literally, he did not know a person. Kodwa, but xa esihla, but as he hlas to get off or disembark, as he disembarked, esitishini salapho, the local station, wadibana nomnye umfo. Wadibana nomfo, he met up with another man. Wabulisa lomfo, let's improve this a little bit and say, Wam bulisa lomfo, he greeted this, I beg your pardon. Wabulisa lomfo, this man greeted. Kwabonakala, and it was clear, ukuba, that wayenxila, that he was drunk. Wabulisa, he greeted ngesingesi, in English, saying, "Hello, Sonny, where do you hail from?" uNdimeni waphendula wathi, Ndimeni responded and said, "Hayi, ndiphuma eMonti, ndize kufuna umsebenzi." No, I have come from East London and I have come to look for work. Wathi lomfo, this man then said, "Righto, come here, Sonny. Tina, we, sine experiences ne authorities ngalendao. We have all the experience and we are knowledgeable ngale ndawo about this place. Siza kufunela umsebenzi, and we will look for a job for you. Ungubani ke mkhuluwa? And who are you, mkhuluwa? My older brother, literally. Mkhuluwa, older brother. Impendulo yati, and the response or the reply was, oh, don't you worry about it. Mna ndingu Dr. Zinubi Jamison. I am Dr. Zinubi Jamison. Uke uvengaye, of whom you have surely heard. Here, apa ebai. And moreover, ngoku now ndikusa endlwini yam. I am ndikusa, I am taking you to endlwini yam, my house. And my boy, that is a little heaven, because there is mutual understanding and peace and concord between myself and my wife. Ngeli xesha athethayo lomfo uncumile. All the time as he spoke, this man was smiling. Ngati, as if uyabuza, he was asking ukuba if wake wamva, he had ever heard umtu omnyama, a black person, or kumsha is to speak English, who spoke English kangako so well. Nangona, even though lomfo, this man, wayesiti ungu Zinubi Jamison, used to call himself Zinubi Jamison, elona gama lake, his actual name was Zinkobe Jomsini, kodwa, but ngenxa yokuthanda isingesi, because of his love for English, wakhetha, he chose to ukuli lasha, to throw away or discard elona gama lake, his real name. Good, so let us stop at that point, and we will continue with Jomsini and Ndimeni and their experiences in Port Elizabeth. Enkosi kakhulu bafundi, sobonana ke.